All right, hello, good evening. Okay, welcome. So what are we gonna do today? I thought, you know what, let me show you into my crazy mind the way this mama works, because you know what, meal prep and cooking ahead is a lifesaver. It really is, especially if you don't have time, okay? So what are we gonna do today? We're gonna make breakfast, and that is gonna consist of abuelita's chocolate and banana pancakes. All right, and then we're also gonna make a side of chorizo. Now, I'm gonna just fry up the chorizo because later in the week, and you can do this with any kind of meat, okay? Make sure you season it, and then you can just, basically, depending on your mood, put it in whatever dish, okay? So we're gonna cook that ahead, meal prep that. What else are we gonna do? Oh, I've got some pork. So what I'm gonna do with that, I'm going to pressure cook that pork, make it all nice and tender. Again, you can do it in a casserole, you can put them in burritos, tacos, whatever, okay? And what else do I have going? I'm gonna make taquitos de pollo. All right, so I think that's about it. Oh, no, we're gonna make a side of white rice and then also some pinto beans. Now, a little bit ago, I posted a couple videos and pictures of what to do when you're sorting your beans, because it's important. Let me show you. Like, you want to make sure that you pick out these little suckers. See, those are little rocks that, even though it's triple washed, you'll still find them, okay? So again, make sure that when you do have your beans, that you go ahead and pick through them, okay? So again, if you're busy mama, you know, meal prep, have your basics ready to go in the fridge. So when you get home, boom, you heat up, put it together, and you're done, okay? Now, it does take a little while because obviously things take a while to cook. But if you have your fundamentals ready to go in the fridge, when you get home, it's just putting it together, heating it up, happy family, okay? So what I'm gonna do first is turn on, look, these tools here are lifesavers. So I've got my Ninja, and I'm gonna put it on a stovetop high, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my fryer at 350 degrees. Now, in my Ninja, I'm gonna put some olive oil. And what we're gonna do in this is we are going to brown our pork, okay? Once we brown our pork, then I'm gonna switch it over to the pressure cooker. And I'm going to leave the renderings here. Hi, Laura. Why are you laughing, Aurora? You like my apron? So yeah, I'm gonna leave the renderings there so that those get infused into the pinto beans, okay? So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I am going to heat up the tortillas. So if you watched my last live, I said it was okay for you to go ahead and put your tortillas in the microwave when you're doing enchiladas. Well, I was thinking, it's like anytime you want to make them pliable, you want to go ahead and microwave them, okay? That's okay, no worries. I mean, I laugh at myself all the time. I'm just so quirky. Love you, girl. So yes. Oh, thank you. You know, it's fun. It's really fun. I have fun. I have a blast, even if I'm sitting here talking to myself, because it's like, you know, I never know who's watching, who's not watching. Oh, okay. I live in Oakley. So down the street, I have this little shop called, oh my gosh, I just blanked out. Ah, here's a bag. Pancho's Market. All right, free advertising for Pancho's Market. They have the best chorizo, seriously, hands down. It is the best. You don't have to do anything to it other than fry it and take the casing off. So, now let me wash my hands because I just touched the bag and I get all paranoid about that. All right, ladies. But yes, that's where we get the chorizo. That's where I get my pork. I'm trying to convince him to get more meats because that's my one-stop shop right now because, I mean, listen. Aww. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let me pop these in the microwave real quick because again, this is the only time, yes, totally. Tell them that the girl that's always there, I go there every day for something. I'm always, it's bad. You know, it's, everything is totally overpriced. I love it because I have my own little side gig too. So it's like, I get it, he needs to make his profit, but you know what, it's just like literally down the street. And if you want to come over, and I could totally show you how to cook it too, Aurora, really. So I'm gonna pop these over here. Okay. Because again, we gotta get the show on the road because it's getting late. All right. So right now, the only day off I have is Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to take a second day a week off. But yeah, let me know. That'd be like my little. Oh. Okay. Well, let's get this show on the road. So this is the pork I got there at Pancho's too. So I got it last. I got some last week or the week before, and I liked it. So I got some more. They have carne asada there, carne picada. Again, my one-stop shop, okay? Because who has time to go to other grocery stores, stands and long lines, and you know, get some stuff that may or may not be good. Oh, actually, this is the chorizo. Yeah, this is the chorizo. Okay. Well, you know what? That's quite alright because I've got on my stove over here. You see my setup? This is what it looks like when I get ready to cook for the week. Okay? I'll tell you guys, my cooking day used to be Sundays because, you know, I used to be off on Saturday, Sunday, so Sunday is the beginning of the week, so I would cook ahead for the kids to make sure they had food while I'm at work. So now my cooking day has changed. So now it has become Wednesday. Now I was trying to do it this morning, things happened. Yeah, what can I say? But you know what? That's quite all right because we emptied out the fridge. So when I start to see an empty fridge, I start to get nervous because it's like, you know, I need to feed the boys. But anyway, here we go. All right, this is my pork. And what I'm going to do, this is nice and hot. The light is not on my fryer yet, so that's fine. Now again, because I'm handling meat, I want to make sure I don't cross-contaminate, okay? So with this hand, gotta be careful not to touch anything. I'm just gonna put salt and pepper on one side. Okay. And of course, this is my contaminated hand, so you don't want to touch anything with that, okay? There we go. And in it goes. Okay. Let me throw this away and wash my hands. Let's see. Now, if you are not accustomed to cooking yet, I would suggest you pick pieces of what I'm doing. Don't try to do what I'm doing right now because you know what? You might just give up, and we don't want that to happen. That's not the purpose of this. I want to show you guys at home how you can make sure that you have stuff ready to go. And all I'm doing, again, do you remember what I've said about seasoning? Seasoning is love, okay? So the more seasoning you put on there, the more love you're putting into your food. So season all of that yumminess up. And, okay. Now normally the order that you want to cook things are the things that take the longest to cook are obviously the ones that you're going to start doing first. Okay, so earlier, all right, chicken. You see the chopped up chicken I have over there? Okay, so easy hack, buy rotisserie chickens already cooked from the store. They're fine, they're good. All you're gonna do is take it off the bone and chop it up. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now, again, I have this weird thing about washing my hands constantly, so you guys are going to have to forgive me for that.
You're a nurse, but
yeah, that's the nurse in me. Okay, so again, I'm going to season this chicken with curry, some onion cayenne powder, garlic powder. Oh, really? See, if you don't know me, you know, I have 3 kids, okay? I have 3 huge boys that are growing too fast. That's why I have to cook a lot, because they eat a lot. Okay.
And a wonderful daughter-in-law, too.
No comments. No.
Hey, she watches all your streams.
Huh?
She watches all your videos, bro.
Okay, so you know what? I don't like to give you guys my back. Let's try this. So if you need to watch this in pieces, take notes, that's fine. If you find this useful, share it, go ahead, share with the world, you know. Let's help each other feed our kids good stuff. Now you can say, Blanca, really fried taquitos. Well, you know what? It's better than buying the ones packaged in the grocery store, you know, all that frozen junk. At least you know exactly what is going into your kids' mouths this way. So what am I doing right now? I'm rolling up the tortilla and I'm putting toothpicks in, okay? Because this is gonna hold your tortilla in while you fry it. Now, I got my pork going over here, so I'm gonna flip that over. Again, I'm not gonna cook it through, all right? I am just gonna brown it so that I can then put it into my pressure cooker. So, and I see that the fryer is now green. So what I'm going to do is roll up a couple more of these and then pop them in the fryer. Now, when you're cooking corn, yeah, they're corn tortillas. Now, I will use flour, but I don't use flour too much just because I have a gluten allergy. So normally I use gluten-free products. Now, what is not going to be gluten-free are my pancakes that I'm going to be making in a little bit here. Now, the reason why I'm not making those gluten-free, because I do have gluten-free mix, it's because I would be tempted to eat them all. And I haven't been going to the gym lately, so that is not a very good idea for me right now. So that's why I'm just going to treat the boys to some chocolate banana pancakes. So again, you know, you could totally do this. Joseph, turn that down, please. You can do this the morning of, and that's ideal. Obviously, everything is better fresh, but if you've got a full-time job and some, and you're running around, I mean, realistically, do you have time to make breakfast? I tried this morning, it didn't happen. So that's why cooking ahead for me works. All right, so we've got the pork rendering here. And here, let me turn you guys over here. Can you see what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and put the taquitos, line them up in this fryer. Okay, I'm gonna dip them down, and there they go. Now, let me just see if I can find my tongs. All right. Okay. Let's take this off. And what I'm going to do. All right, back this way. Now I have my chorizo, and I had a knife here. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these and split. Oops. Here we go. We're going to split the casing. Again, this time I'm not going to do anything to the chorizo other than just fry it, because I want it ready to go later in the week so that when I'm ready to do something, yes, oh my gosh, you know what? All these little gadgets have been lifesavers. The fryers, I mean, it beats hands down frying it on the stove. And I think I only paid like $40–50 for it. It saves you so much time and it's so much cleaner. Okay, so let me take this out of the casing. Again, this is chorizo. It's like a Mexican sausage. You have to cook it through, okay? So it's totally raw. And you also need to take it out of the casing. Okay. There we go. All right, so again, to recap, we've got some pork rendering, browning over there in my Ninja slow cooker that also acts as a stove top. And I am going to have to put this down for a second to switch over and check the tacos. But let me wash my hands. Okay. Alright, so those are done. Okay, just a couple minutes. I'm going to let those drain in the basket. And then I have 3 more to go. Okay, so switching back over here, I am going to continue to take this out of the casing. Now, when you are cooking as many dishes at once, you want to try to keep an eye on everything, okay? Because un descuido, how do you say that in English? You just kind of, if you lose focus, you can burn things, okay? You don't want to burn things. So here we go. Yeah, I'm rushing here and I'm doing a sloppy job. Here we go. Okay. Again, what can you do with chorizo once it's fried? You can make it in a soup. Yep, sure can. You can put it in pasta. You can eat it as tacos. You can do enchiladas with them like I did earlier this week or last week. Let's put that away. Okay. Again, let me wash my hands real quick. Okay. Alright, so I don't have that on yet because right now I'm focusing on this here. And my pork looks pretty brown, so I'm just going to brown the sides too. Alright. Now, the reason why you want to brown your meat before you cook them is to seal in all the yummy flavor. There we go. We're going to put those in the basket too. Alright. There we go. Okay. So now, let's see. Let me show you guys. Alright, see here, right in the pile of books is my pressure cooker. I am simply going to grab my meat, turn this off, and I'm going to put it in the pressure cooker. Okay. So, now, for that, we want to make sure we have enough water in there. Alright. So I am going to use a beef stock. You can use any kind of stock when you're doing your pressure cooker, okay? I'm just going to use beef stock because that's what I have at the moment. Can you toss this, please? And I'm going to make sure that my meat is covered, okay? Because again, I want to make sure that it's nice and tender. And, okay, that's good. Now, what I'm going to do is grab some of my seasoning. Okay. So a little bit of cumin. Okay, if you remembered last time, the cumin, a little bit goes a long way. You don't want to do too much of that because if you do, it's going to taste very funky. Sorry. That's like the best way to describe it. It's going to be very funky. And a little bit of cayenne pepper. Oh, can I have that? I can. Some garlic powder. The one over there. And some onion powder. Perfect. going to infuse it with some of the sauce, which is tea. All right. Here we go. And all I'm going to do is just kind of put it on top of there. And then I'm going to let all this stuff infuse into the pork. Pork is great because it really absorbs all your flavors. And there we go. Okay. So if you don't have a pressure cooker, these are phenomenal. Close, lock, there we go. Okay, so that is set. That is now cooking. So I am now going to go ahead and take these taquitos out of the basket. Okay, now I'm gonna let those drain. All right, Gabe, don't make them dizzy. Leave it alone. I have my assistant here, my little one. All right, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now, go take a shower, is the pre-washed beans I have, the ones I already sorted earlier today. So if you saw a little video clip I put in earlier about what you're looking for, that's this. Now, I'm not gonna rinse out this pan because the renderings from the pork that I had in there is gonna give this flavor, okay? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some chicken broth in there. You can put any kind of broth, even plain water. But if you put a broth in there, it's gonna give the beans that much more flavor. Okay. And again, you know what? Get creative. You can put any kind of seasonings or sauces into your beans to give them flavor. Have fun. That's like the biggest thing. You gotta have fun when you're cooking. Don't do it just like, if you see cooking as a burden, it's gonna come out in the taste, trust me. It's not gonna taste good. Come over, come over. Like seriously, come. Well, let's see, the taquitos are ready. The chorizo will be ready. The beans won't be ready till tomorrow because I'm gonna slow cook those. Okay, now, when you're slow cooking your beans, you have to make sure that you bring it to a full boil, okay? You just can't put it on and just walk away. No, you have to make sure that your beans come to a full boil, otherwise they're not gonna cook all the way. Again, I'm just seasoning this because the more seasoning I put, the more love I'm putting into my beans. There we go. Okay, and you know what I do with the salt? That's okay. So if you've noticed, I have my Ninja cooker on high stovetop because I want to bring this to a big boil. Now, the one thing you also want to make sure that you do when you're doing your beans, make sure you put a lot of salt into it. This is a Ninja cooker system. I love it because it has a stovetop function, so you can brown your meats, and then I could have cooked the pork in here, but I really wanted to do the beans, so that's why I had to brown it here and pop it into the fast pressure cooker over there. So yeah, it has a stovetop function, and then it has a slow cook function too. So now I'm gonna roll a few more of these taquitos. You guys back? Okay, I lost you guys for a second there. All right, so I'm gonna do 3. And then after I'm done rolling these 3, I'm gonna turn on the stove for the chorizo. And then I'm gonna start working on my pancakes because I've already got my pork cooking. And I've got the pork cooking, that'll be done in about an hour or so. My beans, as soon as they come to a boil, I'm gonna slow cook them for 8 hours, so those will be done tomorrow. Okay, the taquitos, 6 of them are done already, so that's done. And then I am now moving over to the chorizo, and then I'm gonna move over to my bacon, and then I'm gonna make some white rice and the pancakes. So, again, you know, simple. The chicken, I bought a rotisserie chicken, so you can, even if you're on the go, you can still make semi-homemade foods that are like delish. And the key thing with even store-bought stuff, like the rotisserie chicken, season it. Give it your own flair, your own flame. And have fun with it. Like, seriously, cooking should be fun. It should relieve your stress. It should not cause stress. Now, the only time I do get stressed in the kitchen is when I see that the fridge is empty and I have to cook. That's when I'm like, okay, you know, gotta get down and focused. So I'm gonna put in my taquitos. Now, if you haven't made taquitos before, if you're not too sure, you know, if that's not your thing, they go great with guacamole. They go great with a side salad. They go great with sour cream, salsa. So if you see those little Del Mex or whatever in the freezer aisle, those are like gross, don't do that. But that's what this is, but so much better. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Okay, so get that going. With the chorizo, what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you break it up. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cook down. And now I'm going to start getting my pancakes mix ready. All right. This is some yummy stuff over here, okay? What I'm gonna use is just regular pancake mix, but this is the secret. All right, if you have little ones, if you love chocolate, if you love hot chocolate, put this in your pancakes. Oh. Now, last time I made these, they smelled so good, so good. I had to have a bite. I had a bite. I was sick for 2 days because I did not make them gluten-free, okay? And I knew, but it was so worth it. It was worth it. I'm not gonna do it again though, okay? And then I'm gonna add mashed banana into it, which just like brings it to a whole nother level. It's just like, you gotta try it, seriously. So, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna make 2 cups of pancake mix. Can you guys see that? Now, if you guys have followed me so far, I kind of eyeball everything, all right? And it's the one thing I swore I would never do, because when my mom, my grandma, or my dad, anybody would just eyeball things, it would drive me nuts, because it's like, well, how am I supposed to cook this again if I don't know exactly what to put in it, right? Well, I've grown up and now I do the same thing. Okay, so I am going to put the syrup for a sec. Okay. Alrighty. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, now for the fun stuff. I'm going to put a heap full of chocolate in there. Now, how do I know how much is enough? Because you're probably not going to be able to see it very well, but you want to, one, smell it. If your batter smells like hot chocolate, you know you have enough in there. And it also, it's going to look like bits of cinnamon, okay? So, again, you don't want, according to your taste, if you want it, I wouldn't put the whole bag in. That would be just way too much. Now, before I found this bag, and don't ask me where I found this bag of crushed up chocolate, I would get a whole disc, because they come in discs, ground it up, and put it in the batter. So, there we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn on my griddle here. Now, when you're making pancakes, you guys are probably used to using cooking spray, right? Try olive oil, seriously. It's going to give it a different taste, and it's gonna make your pancakes a lot fluffier. Yeah, another little hack, okay. So once I stirred in the chocolate, because you want to make sure that you stir the chocolate powder to powder, okay? So now I'm going to put the water in. Okay. Now, when you are stirring your pancakes, you just want to make sure that the batter is mixed in. Don't overmix, okay? And then also you want to let it sit for a minute or two so that the active ingredients kind of start popping up. Now, I'm also going to put in the banana now. So when you are mixing wet to dry, always mix in your dry ingredients first and then add your wet ingredients. Okay, so I've got chorizo going here. I've got some chicken taquitos in the fryer. I've got my pork in the pressure cooker, and I've got my beans in the slow cooker, okay? So it's totally doable. You know, if you're busy mama and you know, you want to cook for at least 2-3 days ahead, you can totally do that, okay? And the reason why I'm not doing anything to the chorizo is because I want it cooked, ready to go, so that when I want to use it in a recipe in the next day or two, it's all ready and I just kind of chop it. I could put it in a soup. I can do taquitos. I can do an egg scramble with them. It's so versatile and so yummy. It's just awesome. Okay. So that is done. Okay. Another thing, I'm going to let that sit for a second. Now I'm going to get my rice ready to go. Let's see if you guys can see that. I have 1 3/4 cup of rice. So I'm going to pour that in there. Again, when you're doing your dry, that's when you're going to mix in your seasonings. Let's see, I want chopped onion. I'm going to put some chopped onion in here. And some pepper. I think this one, okay, some pepper. Do not forget your salt. You want to make sure that you salt everything, okay? Because if you don't put salt in things, it's just not going to taste right. And I know salt isn't good if you have high blood pressure. So, and some of the salt substitutes are also not good for you. So follow whatever it is that your doctor says. Sorry, had to add that little disclaimer in there. Alright, so mix this. Alright, now another thing that you want to do before you put your water in is add some olive oil. Let me close this here. Add some olive oil. Mix that in. Now, my rice, I can already smell the seasoning. Perfect, okay? That's what you want. You want to make sure that when you're cooking, you smell it, all right? Because if it smells good, it is totally going to be good. And you want to do 2 parts water. Okay. Now let's see, turn on. White rice. Look, how simple is that? Hi, Stephanie. All right. All right, this is nice and hot. Let me turn it down. It's a little too hot. Okay, so got the chorizo going. Look, how simple is that, right? Let me put this back a little bit. So I feel like I'm everywhere right now. I already got the white rice going. I've got my pork browned and in the pressure cooker. I've got some taquitos already going, and I've got the beans in the slow cooker. I mean, really, how long has it been? I have no idea. But you know what? I'm almost done. So now, what I'm gonna do is put my pancakes on the griddle. Now, I put some olive oil instead of cooking spray because I like the way the olive oil helps cook the pancakes. It seems to be a bit fluffier. All right. So while that cooks up, I'm going to chop up the chorizo. So ladies and gents, if you guys are working, if you work 40 or more hours a week, don't tell me you don't have time to cook, okay? Because these are simple things, some that are semi-homemade, things that, you know, if you use the right gadgets, it's like easy. And you save time, and you obviously save money. And not only that, it's so much better. It's like good. Because I will tell you, nothing upsets me more than going to a restaurant and eating when I know what I could have done at home would have been so much better and a fraction of the cost, seriously. But I'm not going to say I never go out to eat, because I do, because sometimes I get tired and it's like, it's just easy. But it's not that it's good, it's just easier. I want to flip these. Now, one thing, chocolate. Obviously, chocolate melts, chocolate gets stickier. So that's another reason why I would not recommend you doing a cooking spray when you're doing these types of pancakes, okay? And the banana also has sugar, so you want to be careful, okay? Make sure that it's nice and oiled. And if you haven't made pancakes before, you want to wait for the side to bubble up, okay? When the top side is bubbling, that's when it's ready to be flipped. Now, actually, what do I want to do? I need to roll a few more of these, and I only have enough chicken for about 3 more. So that actually works out. See, I'm almost done with these 2. And all I'm doing here, again, this is an entree of itself. It could be an appetizer, or you can also have it as an entree. So all you do is you roll up the chicken in the tortillas, and you're set. See, there we go. I'm done with this here. Okay. Done. Okay. So I'm going to take these off the stove here first before I put the others in. Okay. So here, I've got my breakfast for the boys tomorrow. So these are Abuelita's chocolate infused banana pancakes. Alright, so let me put some more oil where I leave it. Alright. Now, if you don't have that kind of hot chocolate, that's okay. I've used Hershey's Kisses, I've used chocolate chips, I've used, okay, when you use blueberries, those get a little messy. Use the frozen ones, okay? I've even experimented with dried cranberries. That, I liked it, the boys didn't like it. It's a different texture, I get it. Not everybody's a fan, but you know what? That's okay. That's the fun of cooking. You just kind of do your own thing. Alright, so, looks like the beans are almost ready to be slow cooked. So I've got the rice going over here. Now I am going to cook the bacon. And if I could open it. Now what I'm going to have to do, I don't want to cross-contaminate a bunch of stuff, so I'm going to move this over here. There we go. Okay. Bacon, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of pan fry it, and it's good to go. If I could really open it, or here we go. Now ladies, another huge thing is making sure you have good hands. When we went to Utah, we did have a hotel that had a full kitchen, and I didn't realize how spoiled I was with my pans until I used the hotel's pans. Oh my gosh, I had to go and buy some pans at Walmart because it was not working for me. It was not. So these pancakes are ready to be flipped over. So let me do that before they burn. There we go, nice and fluffy. And there we go. You want to break up all the chorizo? Let's see. Coming over. Come on, Tia, come on over. Yes, I've got taquitos going. I've got some puerco going, pork. I've got the beans going. I've got rice going, chorizo going, bacon, and the pancakes going. So yes, that's what we have to do to survive around here. Cook ahead, okay? If you are not so versed in the kitchen, do one dish at a time, okay? Do one dish at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. Me, I've been doing this for a little while because I've got 3 boys and I've been working full time for like 16 plus years, so I've kind of got this routine down. There we go. Now, let's put those in. I have to make sure I keep an eye on everything so that everything doesn't burn on me. Alright, so this is way too high. Got the bacon going. I'm going to have to get a dish for those. Perfect. Hi, Alila. Alright. We are, okay, so I've got some abuelita chocolate infused banana pancakes here. So those are, you guys should smell my house right now. It smells like heavenly. Hi, Adela. Yes, okay. I've got the bacon going, I've got chorizo going, I've got pork still cooking over here. I've got taquitos going. Those are almost done. Gotta keep an eye on that. And my beans are in the slow cooker. They're almost ready for me to turn down the heat, slow cook them. I've got the rice in the rice cooker, okay? So again, it's like you can totally cook from home. I work so many hours. Like today is like my only day off. I'm trying to get a second day off this week. We'll see how it goes. So if I can do this amongst all the other craziness I'm doing, I'm pretty sure you can too. And you know what? This relieves my stress, believe it or not. I love to be here in my kitchen just cooking away because you know what? Food is love, right? You love somebody, you're going to want to feed them, right? So I just need to get the bacon off here because those are ready to go. All right. So basically tomorrow all they have to do, or we have to do, or I have to do is cook them some eggs. We've got the bacon pancakes, reheat those suckers, they're good. I mean, we gotta survive, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? That's what us hustling mamas do. All right, so let me turn that on a little. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands again. Sorry. And the chorizo is done. So I am gonna turn that off. That is good. Ready to go. All right. Where is my Okay, that is done. So again, with my chorizo, I didn't do anything to it today because I want it ready to go when I'm ready to use it tomorrow. So it's already pre-cooked. Now, I'm going to put a little bit more oil here. Yes, if you missed it earlier, use olive oil when you're making your pancakes. They make them a lot more fluffier. There we go. And these are extra crispy. Now, okay. You know what? Let me see if I can show you what I have. Okay. Can you see that? See how they're boiling? I'm going to put some more water in there so that I can then, sorry, put them to slow cook. I'm sweating. It's hot. I refuse to turn down the AC. It's a long story, but anyway. Okay. So, let me show you. Taquitos, okay? Homemade, yummy, yummy, yummy. So all you have to do with these is, obviously take the toothpicks out, okay? Take the toothpicks out. Especially if you have little ones, do not serve them with the toothpicks. Make sure you take them all out. What you do with those taquitos, salsa, guacamole, side of sour cream, beautiful. All right, so let's flip these over. And I'm gonna flip my bacon over. I mean, seriously, it's like breakfast, lunch. Now, typically, what I'm cooking will last about 3 days. And, you know, you don't want to cook too much food too far ahead because obviously you don't want it to go bad. I've done that too. I've cooked way too much and it goes bad. That's no fun. All right. So let me take care of my beans. I need something to put more water in them. Here we go. Okay, so here I go. So I'm going to put, more water into my beans. I am going to stir them. Actually, they're going to need more water than that. You want to make sure that they have enough water to cover them all, okay? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you guys another cool thing. Okay, the pancakes. There's Abuelita's hot chocolate, you know, Mexican hot chocolate. You know this one? And I also put mashed up bananas, okay? So, remember that bacon I just did? I'm gonna put some in my beans. Because you know what? It's gonna kick it up. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fabulous. And look at me over here. Right in my mouth, and these are done. All right, so let me take that out. And I am also going to take these out. And I'm going to put the last of the bacon in. Wash my hands. Okay. Okay. And let's see. Now I'm going to turn this this down to slow cook 8 hours, and the lid is right over here. Done. These taquitos are done. All right, so now all I have to do is finish the pancakes. The rice, that's steaming, so that's almost done. The one thing that I really don't care about when I'm cooking is the cleanup. That's not the so fun part. All right. So this chorizo, I am going to just go ahead and plate that up. Now that the meats are cooked, you know, it's okay for them to stay in the fridge for a few days. So you know what I do, Aurora? I tell the boys, I cook, you guys clean. To me, it seems like a fair trade, you know? They get some yummy food, they clean up, c'est la vie. All right, so let me put this here. Now, I'm thinking about making some soup with this chorizo during the week, okay? So that was my plan. So let me flip over these. Where did I put my spatula? Here we go. There we go. Okay, let's clean this mess up over here. All right. Teach them. Teach them. All right, so what do we have done? We've got the bacon done, almost. We totally have the chicken taquitos done. That's all done. I'm gonna actually turn that off now. No, okay. All right, I will do that. I will totally do a chorizo soup. Let's see, what is today? I might have to do it tomorrow because I have to go back to work on Friday. So tomorrow's questionable, okay? No promises. And then I've got the pork in my pressure cooker. And that, you know, I'm thinking tamales. But tamales. Should I do tamales? No, that's a bit too much right now. Once a year. All right, so let me tell you guys, I made tamales for Christmas. A big old pot, okay? Because if you know about these Mexican gatherings, we do big old pot of tamales all by myself. I wake up in the morning thinking, okay, you know, we're gonna have enough for dinner. I come down, like half the pot, actually less than half the pot was left. I thought, what the heck happened? The boys were like, oh Mom, those tamales were so good. I'm like, okay, well, I have a whole dinner party coming and you guys almost ate all the tamales. But yeah, no. So, that's what I was thinking when I thought about the pork. But I don't know what I'm going to do with that quite yet. You know, chile verde, chile en rojo, chile rojo. Shoot, burritos. That can totally go good with burritos. Taquitos. You can totally stuff, and instead of doing chicken, you can do those in pork. You can also do beef, but do not do ground beef because the ground beef is going to splue all over the place. That's just not okay. Actually, here we go again. Get all carried away, running my mouth. Don't want to burn all these nummy pancakes. Okay. Let's put a little bit more oil there. Alright, and what did I do with my bacon? Actually, that's not ready yet. Flip those over. Okay. Chile verde. Yes. Did you see the enchiladas I did the other day? They were with puerco de chile verde. Oh, they were delish. Okay. So when it starts cooling down, I love to bake. Okay, I love to bake. Like apple Betty pie, some cakes, cupcakes. Chorizo con papa. Do them, seriously. 2 thumbs up. Get a fryer though, to help fry those potatoes up. Get your chorizo, put some of el pato sauce, get some enchilada sauce if you want to do your own sauce. Oh, I did another live with the enchiladas. Yes, that was fun. Oh, let me flip these over. And blast your music. Have fun. Overall, have fun when you're cooking because, holy wow, let all that stress watch out. Yeah. So I did enchiladas de chile verde, enchiladas de chorizo con papa, y enchiladas de qué más? I think, oh, queso y papa. Nummy. And again, you can make your own salsa. And maybe I'll show you guys how to make some salsa, some enchilada salsa, some green enchilada salsa. But again, I try to make it semi-homemade, so for those that are kind of starting out, getting their feet wet, just kind of like make it easy. Okay, so these are done. Let me take this out. I mean, see, like how simple is that? I'm almost done. And I don't think I was on too long. I've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner here ready to go with entrees for at least 2-3 days, and can't beat that, right? So, and every day what I do, I look at my fridge and I say, okay, you know, we've got some stuff. And then the great thing about cooking your meats ahead, okay, of course, everything is seasoned. You want to make sure that it's seasoned, tastes good, because even if you just get it out of the fridge, heat it up the way it is, it tastes good. Like I can repurpose that. I can totally repurpose, thank you. I could totally repurpose the chorizo. I could totally repurpose that pork. You know, thank you. Thank you. I'm not gonna cry. Yeah. The rice, and again, rice is another thing that's versatile. Oh, arroz con leche. Like, you can do, it's a Mexican rice pudding, all right? Oh, chorizo con arroz y saffron. I saw that recipe. I was telling you guys about saffron. Okay, I have some. And that's the one thing I'm afraid to cook with, because I know a little goes a long way, and a little bit. Thank you. I'm not gonna cry today, no. Okay, let me do my last pancake here so I can put that away and get this out of the... Alright. That's done. But yeah, you know, after a while, you kind of start to learn these hacks. Like, I couldn't do without my fryer. I could, but it'd be tough. Another thing, this Ninja cooker, that's amazing too. I mean, you can brown your meats in there, and there's a million and one things to do with that thing. I still haven't learned all the functions, but you know what? It works for me. Another thing, pressure cookers. Oh my gosh. Oh, lengua. If you guys like lengua, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to make one. I've been trying to convince the guy at the corner store to carry some lengua, because it's like, I be cooking lengua at least once a week. Because now, if you don't know how to cook lengua, it's, not good. But if you know how to cook it, and my dad showed me a few things, it is just like the bestest, tenderest meat. It's just amazing, fully amazing. Okay, that's done. for my friends out there that don't know what lengua is, I don't know if I want to explain it until you actually taste it, because once you taste lengua, you're going to absolutely love it, and you're not going to think about what it is that you're eating. It's just fabulous. And again, lengua you could do with chile verde. Yes, totally, Aurora. You know, I would definitely invest in one of those, because it makes your life so much easier. Because imagine having to sit here and frying all that up one by one, or, you know, turning and all this. It's just, it takes a long time. And when you're busy hustling out there and working, and you're trying to get your kids to all these extracurricular activities, or, you know, you're just trying to get home to relax, the last thing you want to do is hold over a stove all day. It's like, it's too much. And little hacks here and there, there's nothing wrong with that. It makes it so much easier, so much, like, enjoyable, stress-free. Okay, but look, I'm done. Okay, so this, excuse my mess, okay, because I made a huge mess. My pork is in there. It's going to be done in 33 minutes, okay? It's going to be nice and tender. I'll show you guys pictures. The taquitos, in a little bit, I'll take the toothpicks out. My kids are old enough that they know better to take out, but look, nice and crispy, nice and fat. Extra protein up on there. And then I've got my beans here. That'll be done in the morning. So in the morning, if I have time, I'll show you guys how to refry them. Two simple ways. Either you put them in the blender, easy, just blend them suckers up. Or you put them on a pan and you mash them up. If you have a dandy masher, refry beans, ladies. That's all you do. Mash them up on the stove. Boom, you're done. But they have to be cooked, okay? Pancakes are done, the chorizo's done. My rice, is that done? It'll be done in 5 minutes. Okay. I should have seen what time we started, but anyway, that's it. And again, I have 3 days worth of amazing food. And actually 3, because the beans, I can totally repurpose them too. You can do them in a soup. You can do them as a side dish. You can do them refried. You can do them as a bean dip. Like, hello. The bacon, I put some of that bacon up in my beans too. You know what? If I wanted to chop some bacon and put it in the rice, it would be delish too. So again, it's like, be creative. There's no right or wrong way to do it other than trying and having fun at it and enjoying it. Okay, even if you're sweating and you're like ready to pass out, but just have fun. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, because I did. I had fun. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, like. All right, well, now I am going to finish cleaning up, and I shall let you guys see all the finished stuff later tomorrow. Good night.